We're all warm and toasty here in the Red Velvet Cake studio because we've got Grammy Award winner and singer, songwriter Melanie Fiona. Melanie, good morning.
Good morning.
You just completed your well-anticipated in-studio jam here in the Red Velvet Cake studio. How was that experience for you?
It was awesome. It was definitely long overdue. I've been trying to come here for a while now,
Yes.
and had been snowed out a couple of times already.
Yes.
So it was nice to finally make it, and it was definitely delicious and sweet, and Tom was as well. And I had a great time, and I just appreciate the support and the opportunity.
That's great, and you're actually in town for the Super Bowl.
Yes, somewhat. I'm kind of in and out because I've got some other stuff to take care of.
Okay.
Hopefully I can make it back to the East Coast. I don't know yet. But it should be a crazy weekend. I hope everybody makes it in safely.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And Melanie, you are actually originally from Toronto, Ontario, Canada.
Yes, I am.
And I did read somewhere that you are of Guyanese
Yeah.
background.
Guyanese
which is
Background.
Black, Indian, and Portuguese.
Yes, and Guyanese people come actually in all kinds of colors and shades. It could be, Black, Indian, Portuguese, Chinese, Native or Amerindian. So I'm just kind of mixed up somewhere in there. We're a bit of a mixed culture, but South American and then Caribbean by history and culture.
Very interesting. So do you speak any other languages?
I understand and can get by on like minimal basic French because I'm of my Canadian background. But I will not embarrass myself on camera and try to do that.
I understand. You came to us in 2009 with your first album, The Bridge.
Yes.
With that fabulous hit, It Kills Me. Love
Thank
that song.
you.
You performed it this morning.
I did. Thank you.
Of course, a lot of people always want to know if there's some motivation for certain hits that we have.
Yeah, I would say that absolutely. I can't really ever get into singing records or writing records or imagine performing records if I don't really feel the experience or feel that it is relative to what people are really going through.
Right.
And It Kills Me for me was definitely a very real situation. And that record actually, out of something so dark in my life, became something so bright and so wonderful and successful. And I'm just grateful. It really just helps to put things into perspective and know that there's always a reason for whatever it is you're going through. And I just appreciate the fact that so many people felt the way I felt or have been where I've been, and they found some sort of comfort in that song. So it helped make it as successful as it did.
And you carry that energy, or you are carrying that energy over to your next album, which you're working on now, called The MF Life.
The MF
Love
Life.
The title.
Thank you.
We've already established that's for Melanie Fiona.
Melanie Fiona, folks. All you potty mouths, leave that at the front door or just don't say it on camera.
How many titles did you go through before you decided, you know what, I'm just going to settle on MF for my name?
You know what? It actually just kind of came. It came out of like the blue, and it wasn't even intended to be like, I wasn't sitting there like, oh, what's the album gonna be? I just said it one day and I was like, oh my gosh, that's the name of the new album, like right away. And I told the team, and the team was like, absolutely, like we get it. And it just, what I love about the MF Life is that it is the highs and the lows. It is the Melanie Fiona life, or it is the beep beep life. It is whatever you want to make it out to be for where you are, and it is the balance. It's good things that happen, it's heartbreak, and then success. So it is a real journey that I've been on, and as crazy as it is, I feel like it's good to make light of it and to share the experiences and to just show the growth that it is, and have it be a conversation piece, because that's what music is supposed to be about.
Oh yeah, it's definitely real.
Thank
just
you.
like my girl Melanie here.
Thank you.
And the single that you released on it, Gone and Never
Coming
Coming
Back.
Back. That is the jam. I love it.
Thank you.
I love it. Tell me
Thank
about
you.
some of the collaborations on the album, the production. all that.
Absolutely. Well, I did that song again with Jay Phoenix and Andrea Martin, who also did It Kills Me. If it ain't broke, you don't fix it.
Right.
And the magic was just there. And the thing that I love about the first single, and which I hope everyone loves, is that I got so much, I think, respect and so much so many fans based off of It Kills Me, and the vocal of pushing emotion through music. And that's where I wanted to come back with.
Yeah.
I wanted to give people, that emotion, that feeling, something that would make them remember, because it's attached to an emotion. And with Gone and Never Coming Back, it can mean so many things. It could mean someone you lost.
Right.
It can mean someone that you are leaving and you don't want to come back, or, it's just about loss in general. Whatever it is that is gone and never coming back. You know you've been there. And so I wanted to give people an even more emotionally charged single to start with. And then the album itself is it's really great. I'm really excited about it. It's definitely a little bit more lighthearted fun. I like to call it stadium soul. And it's definitely got the soul elements mixed with a little bit more rock and hip hop, and but it's still real lyrics and big vocal, performance. I did want people to feel growth from me on this album, and I'm very excited. I've been collaborating with No ID, who produces for Kanye West, and I did go on tour with Kanye,
Right.
and Alicia Keys. I did go on tour with both of them, and then also Jonte Austin is also another songwriter on the album who's written for Mary J. Blige and everything like that. So the songs are definitely rooted in great R&B soul, but it's got a little bit of a different kind of edge, a little bit of more my edge. And I've done a lot of writing on this album, and I'm very, very excited to just share people my stories and my growth, because I just feel so proud of it.
That's really awesome.
Thank
Melanie.
you.
Before we go, I did want to touch a little bit more on the musical spirit of Melanie Fiona.
Yes.
I understand you have some history with reggae.
I do.
Yeah.
I do. Well, my culture is Caribbean,
Right.
and that's a natural thing for me. But when I first started out, before I had a record deal, I was doing music independently, and it was very reggae infused. It was reggae, pop, R&B infused, and I actually had my first song that ever released was called "Somebody Come Get Me," which was a reggae, like one drop dirty reggae beat, and it went on Reggae Gold 2008, and it gave me a lot of known fans for that, for being this versatile, Caribbean Canadian soul singer girl. So
Right.
it is definitely where my roots are at, I think. Yeah.
That is so cool. Well, Melanie, the MF life, when can we expect that?
I am hoping end of spring, beginning of summer.
Okay.
I feel like a lot of the records are really great for summertime, so that's really, really good. That's really I think a good time for it. And I just want to make sure it's right.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure it's right. There's so much pressure from people in the industry to say, oh, you got to release an album every 9 months, every 12 months, every whatever. But I really feel like it's important for the artists always to maintain their integrity in the quality of what they're delivering. And I feel like I worked so hard on the bridge, and people have appreciated that, and I respect that, and I appreciate that I would never want to disappoint them by rushing something out. So hopefully end of spring, early summer, and we'll be releasing some more singles until then. And I'm just really excited. I hope everyone loves it.
Awesome. Well, Melanie, we definitely appreciate and respect your music. You have given sisters something to sing about.
Thank you. Yes, sing it with me.
Melanie Fiona in the Red Velvet Cake studio. For BlackAmericaWeb.com, I'm Erica Taylor.
Thank you.
Thank you.